Hi, and welcome to Japanese Craft Beer Reviews. Today's beer is not a Japanese beer. It is a craft beer. I guess we can call it a craft beer. It's from a brewery called Mikkeller, and Mikkeller is a Danish brewery, or actually, I guess we have to say it's a Danish brewer, which has been brewed all over the world. Mikkeller was founded in 2006, and somehow, for me, it seems like they've been around forever, but they started only in 2006, so around 15 years. And Mikkeller started as he was a high school teacher and a home brewer, and in Denmark, and he started home brewing and entering competitions and winning many of them, and exploring how to make clone beers. Which is trying to create a beer that is well known or famous, or a beer that you like, and which is a popular pastime for home brewers to create a clone brew. And apparently he was very good at it, and eventually got financing. But he didn't have a brewery. What he was what's called a gypsy brewer, and that means going out to other people's breweries and working with them, doing collaborations. So for several years he did that, traveling around the world, making collaboration beers, and so many one-offs and experimental beers, really kind of unusual. In fact, so many beers on Rate Beer. There are 1,396 separate beers. On Untapped, 3,786 beers, and I kind of wonder if there must be some duplicates in there. I don't know how many beers can one person make in just 15 years. But in any case, he did come to Japan once and brewed with a friend of mine. Kind of funny story, who was working at a rather famous Japanese brewery. And my friend was the brewer there, and he said he basically sketched out a recipe, handed it to him, and went into the office and watched football the rest of the day, and let my friend do the beer. So in any case, I'm not going to tell you which brewery it was, but he did that. But so many beers they made, and traveled around the world, and now he actually has breweries. They do have one in Copenhagen, one you may have heard of, called War Pigs, one in San Diego, New York, England, and I think they're starting one in LA as well. 50 Mikkeller locations around the world, including one in Japan, in Tokyo, 2 in Shanghai. So you see where they've gone from home brewing and high school teacher home brewing to that. So and he became famous for his very unusual beers. Probably the first one that really got him notoriety was called Beer Geek Breakfast, and he made a stout with coffee that had been Vietnamese coffee that was I forget what it's called. What's the name of it? It's eaten by civets and then pooped out by civets and washed, and that process of going through the civet's body, the enzymes do something to the coffee. And in any case, and he's also famous for having an identical twin who they apparently don't get along very well. I'm not sure if that's just PR or not, but his twin is also a brewer and has identified himself. His company is Evil Twin. So in any case, interesting. A lot of their beers, I've had many of their beers, and some of them have been absolutely superb, and some are just why did you even do it? So in any case, 3 of their beers have come to Japan recently, and I'm going to take a look at all 3 of them in turn. So let's watch. All right, and here we are with a beer from Mikkeller, and this is called Burst, and they have Burst twice on there. And this is, according to the can, a India Pale Ale, and on Rate Beer they call it a Pale Ale, an American Pale Ale. I don't know why, but in any case, what you see here is a bubble has burst onto somebody's face. And I assume that is a kind of reference to a burst of flavor. I'm not sure. And this was brewed at De Proof Brewery in Belgium. And the alcohol is listed at 5.5. Their website says 5.9. Well, in any case. And this is a 330 milliliter can, and it is not 350, which is pretty much the norm in Japan. So this costs 398 yen at Yamaya liquor stores, and that would be close to about maybe 350 US, something like that. On Rate Beer, this one has 105 ratings, and the average is 3.42 out of 5, and 61 percentile for all beers on Rate Beer, and 68 for its style, which is Pale Ale American on Rate Beer, although it does say India Pale Ale here. Okay, and on Untapped, 14,591 ratings when I checked, and 3.54 out of 5. So pretty much the same or similar average to Rate Beer. And so Mikkeller has so many beers out, and this is of course one I've never seen before. And I think this is a fairly recent one for them. This was brewed in September of 2022. And the drink by date is exactly the same, and I don't know why that is. I don't know if you can see that here clearly. The drink by date is exactly the same. What are they doing? In any case, here, I wonder if Mikkeller's kind of overextended themselves. You know, breweries, 6 different breweries and 50 locations, and you know, so it's quite a ways from becoming a wild and crazy home brewer. But in any case, he has made some great beers, that's for sure. I'm not sure if this will be one of them. Okay, this is quite hazy, as you can see, kind of apple juicy color, sort of pastel, actually more pastel yellow, kind of frothy, white foamy head. Okay. All right, I'm getting some seriously fruity hops. Citrus, grapefruit, perhaps some pine there. Not overwhelming, but nice, pleasant. Well, okay. Citrus, something lightly floral, a bit sugary even, something like a fruit candy sort of thing. Mild bitterness, a little bit tingly on the tongue. This is tolerable. I don't think I'd classify it as an IPA or even a pale ale. Seems to be edging more towards a very light fruit beer. But in any case, I'm sure the ingredients include hops. Okay. Barley malt, wheat flakes, hops, and yeast. Okay. So I don't think it's intended to be a hazy. It is pleasant enough. It's nothing exceptional. It certainly does not burst with flavor or aroma in any case, but it is called Burst by Mikkeller, an India Pale Ale at 5%. Give it a go if you happen to see it, and let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel, and let's talk about beer. Okay? All right. Take care. Bye-bye.